Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. We'll do one round of chanting and then we'll start. So everyone who doesn't have bag, you can take. Please distribute it. You can keep these bags with you. I can see some new faces today. Thank you for coming. And there is a way to hold this. You can keep your finger out of this little provision that's given and chant Hare Krishna mantra. We'll chant together. This is called congregational chanting, where we all chant together. Right? One good thing about congregational chanting is you don't miss a single mantra. Because when you're chanting individually, sometimes you can swallow a Hare, you can gulp a Krishna. But in congregational chanting, you chant the whole mantra because we all chant together. Huh? You should do the best mantra of the week, when you're chanting with devotees, right? So we all will chant together at a very slow pace, which will take almost 10 minutes. But every word, every syllable, there should be a prayer that Krishna, please give me connection with you. I want to re-establish my connection with you. Okay? Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswat Deve Gauravani Pacharane Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Pasyadeshtarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shubhasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Let's stand together. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. So we'll sing a bhajan. You all can browse Bhajahure Mana. Bhajahure Mana. Go to Google Guru, and browse for Bhajahure Mana. Bhaju, so Jhu, Bhajahure Mana, Sri Nanda Nandana. You'll easily find it. It's a bhajan by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Sorry, Govindadas Kaviraj Goswami. Did you all find it? Yeah? Anybody needs help? Somebody sitting beside you needs help. Please help them. Yeah, Bhajahure Mana. It's a beautiful bhajan, which is a summary of Bhagavad Gita in a way. It tells everything that we should become once we become a devotee, the consciousness that we should carry. Right? So these bhajans are conclusions given by great acharyas. This great acharya was there 500 years ago, Govindadas Kaviraj Goswami. So he has written this. It's one of the favorite bhajans of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who established ISKCON. Yeah. Is anybody not having the bhajan? Lift your hand. All of you have it? Yeah, not yet? Okay. Singing bhajan means repeat after me. There is a format. Don't sing with me, repeat after me. And sing enthusiastically. Right? Like we sing many songs that we like to sing. Right? Even if it's movie song or our own song, whatever, we like to sing very enthusiastically. With the same enthusiasm, sing this bhajan. Right? Bhajahure Mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vrindare Abhaya Bhajahure Mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vrindare 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 Durlabha Manava जन्म सत्संगे दुर्लभ दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत्संगे जन्म सत्संगे तारो हो हे भव सिंधु रे तारो हो हे भव सिंधु रे भजहु रे मन श्री नंदनंदन अभय चरणारा वृंद रे सीता आतप बक बरी सना सीता आतप बक बरी सना एति न जामिनी जागी रे एति न जामिनी जागी रे विफल से विनु कृपण दुर्जना विफल से विनु कृपण दुर्जना चपल सुख लभ लागी रे चपल सुख लभ लागी रे भजहु रे मन श्री नंदनंदन अभय चरणारा वृंद रे धन यौवन पुत्र परिजना धन यौवन पुत्र परिजना एतके अच्छे पर पीते एतके अच्छे पर पीते कमल दल जल जीवन कलमल कमल दल जल जीवन कलमल भजहु हरिपद नीति रे भजहु हरिपद नीति रे भजहु रे मन श्री नंदनंदन अभय चरणारा वृंद रे भजहु रे मन श्री नंदनंदन अभय चरणारा श्रवण कीर्तन स्मरण वंदना श्रवण कीर्तन स्मरण वंदना पाद सेवन दास रे सेवन दास रे। पूजन सखी जन आत्मनि वेदना, पूजन सखी जन आत्मनि वेदना, गोविंद दास अभिलाष रे। गोविंद दास अभिलाष रे। भज पूरे मन श्रीनंदनंदन, अभय चरणार वृंद रे। श्रीनंदनंदन अभय चरणार वृंद रे। भज पूरे मन श्रीनंदनंदन, अभय चरणार वृंद रे। Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय। जय श्री ताई गौरंग भगवान की जय। ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Please repeat after me as loudly and as clearly as you can. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namah Pankajanabhaya Namah Pankajamaline Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangraye Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvishe Namaha Namo Brahmanyaya Devaya Gau Brahmanahitaya cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Everyone raise your hands to the highest possible. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hukum karoti vachalam pungum langayate girimit kripahatamaham mande Shri Guru Dinataranam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwar Om Pavitro Va Sarvavastham Gatopi Va Yat Smaret Pundarikaksha Sabhyabhyantaram Suje Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Hare Krishna. So nice to see every one of you again. Almost feels many days. I don't know why I'm feeling like that. I don't know if you are feeling like that. Right? It almost feels like we have met after many days. So I'm very grateful to every one of you who has come here. I'm not any guru. I'm not any knowledgeable person. I'm just sitting here to share what I have learned from my seniors, my Gurudev, who has so mercifully bestowed that knowledge to me. And in this endeavor to give this knowledge back to others, if I'm making any mistakes, which I'm sure I'll make because of my ego and my ahankara sitting in my heart, please forgive me just like you forgive your servant. I'm just your menial servant sitting here and trying to serve Krishna by passing on this knowledge of divine Bhagavad Gita. So thank you all for coming here. And I'm very grateful to all families who are taking this effort to come every Sunday morning. Sunday morning is so special, right? Right from our college days. The day when there is a big fight between two entities in the morning, the body and the soul, right? Soul says Jagaja, body says Soja. Right? So luckily you're all winning the battle of the soul. That is the reason you are here. Some of you lost the battle today, they are still sleeping. Somebody's bodies have won the battle, right? That's what happens most of the time. So, Akshay Prabhuji and Prabhuji, you encourage so many youngsters to come. So don't worry. Sometimes they win the battle, sometimes they lose the battle. When they win the battle, they're here. When they lose the battle, they're snoring and sleeping in their hostels, right? Which is normal, which you can't do much. But we all have to go through that battle, right? It's not only about getting up in the morning, it's about waking up as a soul, waking up as a soul, who we are, what we are. So today we have a birthday of very special twins. Yes. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. इसे उठेंगे एक बार स्टैंड अप हरे कृष्णा ये देखो द बेस्ट ड्रेस्ड ट्विंस राइट आज वो अपना म्यूजिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट लेके नहीं आए यहाँ पे ये देखो हरि बोल हरे कृष्णा they have been attending and tolerating my classes for close to a year now. Is that true? My God. Without their consent, their parents are bringing them here. Hare Krishna. So I have one service for both of them. Can you get it done, Mataji? Today is their birthday. Birthday is a day not to take gifts, but to give gifts, right? So I got a small gift from Mayapur for all of you. I want them to distribute it. Can they do that? Yeah, I've got some calendars of Radha Madhav. So after the session, we'll keep them here. So everybody take the calendars from their hands so that they will remember for the rest of the life that they have given Krishna to others. Right? Can we do that? Jai, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Yeah. So, I don't know, where did we leave the last week? Which verse did we complete? 21? 22. 21 we completed. 22 we have to start today. Okay, Hare Krishna. Please forgive me that 2-3 classes I'm taking, I'm asking everybody now that please tell me where to start. They know better. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So please enthusiastically, if you don't have this book, buy it for yourself. It's not a family book, it's a personal book. Have your own copy. Don't share it with your wife or your children. And write your notes here. You can write whatever you learned here. Your notes will decorate the book. The more notes you write, it will decorate the book, right? So text number 22, chapter 2, Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Yes. Please repeat after me. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya. Navani grahanati naro parani. Navani grahanati naro parani. Tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani. Tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani. Anyani samyati navani dehi. Anyani samyati navani dehi. Vasamsa jirnani yatha vihaya Navani grahanati naro parani Tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani Anyani samyati navani dehi. Can I request one Prabhuji to sing and we'll repeat after you? Anybody? Can try. Yeah. Chant the verse.
Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya
Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya
Navani grihnati naro parani
Navani grahanati naro parani
Tatha sharirani vihaya
Tatha sharirani vihaya
jirnani
jirnani
Anyani samyati navani dehi
Anyani samyati navani dehi. One Mataji. Any Mataji wants to repeat? Yeah. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya Navani grahanati naro parani Tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani Anyani samyati navani dehi. Please repeat after me. Vasamsi, garments, jirnani, old and worn out, yatha, just as, vihaya, giving up, navani, new garments, grahanati, does accept, nara, a man, aparani, others, tatha, in the same way, sharirani, bodies, vihaya, giving up, jirnani, old and useless, anyani, different, samyati, verily accepts, navani, new sets, dehi, the embodied. Please repeat after me. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. As a person puts on new garments, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones. Right? Very good. So even a small child can understand what Lord Krishna is telling here, isn't it? Simple words he's telling you. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya. Navani grahanati naro parani. Tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani. Anyani samyati navani dehi. Right? We all have taken new bodies. Everybody. Every single person sitting here has taken a new body. So what was your past body? You don't know. Right? What will be your future body? You can guess. You can guess? Really? How many of you think you can guess your future body? Yes, you can actually guess. You can actually guess. Can you guess your future job? You can guess, right? According to your desires, your future job will be there, isn't it? Same way, your future body also is according to your desires. How many here feel you want to become fair and lovely? Yes? You will get a fair and lovely body next life. You don't have to work too much hard. Don't try to correct your complexion. I tried for so many years, it didn't work. But I can try it by simply desiring for it. I can try. I want a beautiful white complexion. I can ask for it. I'll get it next life. Krishna will make all that. Manufacturing, you cannot change, right? But he can change. He can change the product line very easily. You can decide your next body. You all forgot your past body. Your current body is a result of your desire. Right? Exactly the result of your desire. Of this, there is no doubt. Krishna says, don't get bewildered hearing about such things. Right? Don't get bewildered. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yavaram jara. Tatha dehantaras praptir dhiras tatra namuyati. Dhiras tatra. Dhira means who? A person with intelligence. A person who can see things clearly. He will never get confused when he hears anything like this. Okay? So, should we be proud of our this body? No. What is there to be proud about it? We just got it according to our desires. Should we be proud of our next body? No. Material body, there is nothing to be proud about it. Nothing. Right? Don't even think about being proud that I look so good. But most of us think that. Right? First thing in the morning, we look at a vigraha in the mirror. Right? Right? So beautiful I am. Right? Is there anybody else more beautiful than me? Of course not. Right? We are all deity worshippers. By nature, we are all deity worshippers. Vigraha aradhana. It's in us. I am that vigraha. Right? Every morning, I have to see that vigraha. What a beautiful vigraha. Right? Then comb that vigraha nicely. Isn't it? And then do abhishekam of that vigraha. Taking bath. Right? Nice abhishekam of that vigraha. Then alankarana of that vigraha. Right? Nice deity clothes. You make it wear. Right? And then sankirtana of that vigraha. Go outside and show yourself to others. Look at me. Right? Sankirtan. You expect others to do sankirtan. Talk glories about you. You're looking so nice. Really? No. This is an old dress only. Right? Then you want people to sing your glories. Bhajan. Bhajana of that vigraha. Isn't it? Then, bhoga offering to the vigraha. Chapan bhoga. Right? Small menu is not enough. This Sunday, we will go to big menu in a 5-star hotel. 56 items minimum. Right? Chaturvidhado, Bhagavad Prasado. 4 kinds of offerings are required for the vigraha. Something to eat, something to munch, something to suck, something to drink. Isn't it? Vigraha Aradhana, deity worship. We are all deity worshippers. The only problem is we are worshipping the wrong deity. We should worship that Sriman Narayana deity. We should worship that Krishna's deity. Right? But unfortunately, we are worshipping this Asat Nirananda Achit Vigraha. Right? We are worshipping the wrong deity. That's the problem. Because this wrong deity will give you surprises every morning. How many of you looked at a pimple in the morning and felt upset? Where did this fellow come from? Yesterday night he was not existing. Today morning, right on the tip of my nose, that fellow came. Without any permission. You don't know what to do with it. Squish it, do something, because it's so visible. Right? Surprise by the body. Right? One fine morning, the same body will give another surprise. Now, instead of pimple inside, pimple outside, pimple inside, which is what we call as cancer. Unknown growth object, right? Some kind of a gland. And then you start correcting it. Then you go, oh my God. Recently, one doctor from Los Angeles, I met him in Mayapur. So he heard some seminar, we discussed. He's a doctor and he's an expert in cancer. He treats cancer, especially treatment for cancer. He's an expert. So after going back, I gave some seminar there. So after going back, he called me. Prabhuji, I'm really thinking about what you told. I get a lot of people who are in very suffering condition. They come to me. And the worst news that they can hear is their diagnosis of cancer. That day, their life changes. In front of me, I see when I give that news to them, because everybody gets a diagnostic report that you have something wrong. But finally, a doctor gives that report to that person. Right? He makes you sit. Literally, he'll make you sit. Sir, please sit down. Your report is here. And you have to tell that news to that person. till then that the person is in so much happiness, so many plans, so many dreams, so many things that are going on in his mind. And when you give that news, he said, it's the most saddest thing I have to do as a doctor. I have to give the news, especially foreigners. Indian people, we have some understanding of karma. We kind of accept death a little easierly. But Westerners, he's in the West, Los Angeles, he has to give that news. It breaks them apart. He says that it breaks them apart. Prabhu, you don't know what I see in my room when I tell that. And sometimes I have to be very clear about it because they expect me to be clear. I have to tell, sir, you only have 1 month left. You are in the 4th stage of cancer. You are in the 5th stage of cancer. You don't have anything. Your chances are very low. Because this is the discussion that will happen. One, they'll burst into crying. And sometimes it goes on for a long time. They're frustrated. Some people throw things in their hands, throw their mobile, get up and throw the chair. They can do anything after that news. Because all their dreams are devastated in a single second being told to the doctor. So the doctor was asking me, Prabhu, I want to preach these people. Can you tell me how can I do that? Like you conduct these classes here. Can I conduct a class? I said, don't conduct a class in your cabin. Don't do that. Right? But then tell them the news which you have to tell, but also tell them the truth that is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Vasamsa jirnani yatha vihaya, navani grihanati naroparani, tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani, anyani samyati navani dehi. That my dear sir, my dear madam, it's time for you to leave your old body. And the good news is, you'll get a new body. Don't worry. Right? It's good. Let this old body go. Or whatever that body is, let it go. But be rest assured that your next body is getting ready. Right? It's a hope-giving, it's a very hope-giving statement by Krishna. When he says that your next body is there. And not just one body is there, your next 10 bodies are already decided as per astrology. Your 10 bodies are already decided according to your desires, according to your karma. Now, is it a good news to get the next body or a bad news is a different question. But your next body is there. So people who are attached to their body a lot, good news is you have your next body. So don't worry if you lose this one. Right? But is it a good thing to have a next body? No. Why? Because you have to suffer again. You take birth again, you become old again, you get diseased again, you die again. If this is not sufficient, you have to study 10th grade again. How many of you want to write 10th exam again? I have not seen a single soul lifting his hand. How many of you want to write your engineering entrance again? The stupid engineering entrance. Or if somebody is a CA, a sadist CA, like me, how many of them want to do CA again? I can bet you, nobody will dare to say that. Not a single CA. Even the president of CA Institute will not dare to tell, I'll do CA again. Every CA gets a dream every 2 months, including me, that I'm still writing the exam. Get up in the morning. Go and see the CA certificate. It is there or not. Right? It really happened or not. That is how scary it is. Right? Or writing that MBBS entrance. Right? Going to how many want to do that again? You don't want to do that again. Right? Go through the anxiety of choosing your life partner. People who are married, they're still in anxiety. But people who want to get married, they'll be in anxiety. What kind of person will come? How they'll treat me? I don't know. I myself am a nuisance character. Another nuisance character will come. Both together will create nuisance for the neighbors. And then will create nuisance children. Next nuisance generation. Right? So all these nuisance have to go through. So much anxiety, right? Parents have to think about your nuisance. Right? If you put a lie detector test to the parent will never want his child to be married to somebody else because he knows how nuisance the child is. मेरे बेटी के साथ कौन शादी करेगा? But still he doesn't say that outside. What does he say? मेरी बेटी बहुत अच्छी है. अब तू मर. You know, the reality is nobody likes what is there around us. Right? We just accept it and go forward. Yeah, but you get a next body. Next body is there. Krishna is very clearly confirming. And he's telling this to Arjuna because he's telling that all these bodies of Bhishma, Drona, who are very old, if they're leaving their body, why are you so much in anxiety? Let them leave their body. Let them get a new body. So go and do your work. Right? After understanding the truth that we are not this body, why will we be in anxiety, Prabhu? Just think about it. We are not this body. Why will be in anxiety? You don't have to be in anxiety. There is a devotee who called me yesterday night. I was speaking to him. He's my Siksha Guru actually. So he lost his job recently, some layoff in a company, right? And he was thinking, and he was telling me, Prabhu, I don't want to do another job. I said, Prabhu, but you have another daughter to marry. How can you say you'll not do another? No, Prabhu, I'm done with it. I can't imagine doing another job. I don't want to update my CV. He was very clear. I said, Prabhu, but you have to do something. I said, no, Prabhu, I'm done. Whatever it is, I'll sell everything I have. I'll sell and I will eat. I will do Sankirtan. I will do preaching. I will nicely organize satsangs. I think I can manage for the rest of my life. Like that he was saying. Then I told him, yesterday actually when I went to my Goshala, on the way, I suddenly saw one auto stopping. And from that auto, I don't know how they fit in, but 15 ladies came out. Just like inconceivable thing happening in front of me. Like, one Mataji, second Mataji, third Mataji. Like, कितने लोग निकलेंगे इधर से? पूरा 15 Mataji बाहर आ गए. ये क्या हो रहा है? And then I asked the farmer who was with me. I asked him, how are they manifesting like this? What is the plan? किधर गए लोग? किधर से आ रहे? And all the Mataji are very happy. Very happy, like. Then I asked him, क्या हो रहा है? Then he said, oh साहब वो hospital जाके आया. Huh? Hospital जाके आया? इतना happy? Why are they so happy? Right? So then he told that, sir, in that hospital, I don't want to name the hospital, become official. It's a big problem. I'm recording this lecture. That hospital is in an area where there is some government grant that comes to that hospital. If the number of patients are high, all the beds should be occupied, then the hospital gets some grant from the government. And apparently, in that area, the hospital is not full. And the audit happens during this time of the year. So the hospital sends 10 autos to 10 villages to fill Matajis and bring them so that they can make them sleep in an AC room on a bed nicely, giving them saline and 500 rupees per day with meals. And in the evening, they'll drop them back because the audit happens during the afternoon time. Can you believe it? It actually is happening. Even today it is happening. Somebody wants 500 rupees, good meals, bed, and saline for free, you can go. The hospital is desperate to get people there. Now you tell me, is food a problem? Is bed a problem? I was shocked. I was like, really? It's happening. People do it. And another 2 months, elections are going to start. Right? Sarpanch elections. We don't get Sarpanch elections in the city, but in the village is a big thing. Sarpanch elections, ZDPC, and some PCPC, 2, 3, what is it? MPTC, right? This election, that election, then regional party election, ML election, then, national party election, MP elections, right? All this campaign is going to start now in the next another 1 month or so. Already it started in the US. You know that Soros fellow, he started our election campaign there itself. But anyway, this is going to start here now, right? All the villages have already made their plans. All the villages have already made their plans. Monday, BJP. Tuesday, Congress. Wednesday, Independent. Right? Thursday, Telangana, Telugu Desam. Right? Friday, some other party. Huh? And Saturday, Monday, at least we will take rest. Then Sunday, all parties. Morning one, afternoon one, evening one. So they'll come and take you. You don't have to worry. They'll come to your house. They'll call your holy name. Please come out, sir. Right? And then you'll sit in that car or van. They'll take you. They'll give you one one bottle of, I don't know, Amrut. Huh? And they'll give you one biryani packet. Right? Everybody will be taken care so nicely. Devotee care at its peak. Everybody will be taken care. Right? For how many months? March to March, 12 months. They will not do agriculture. They will not do any work. Grave shortage of people. सभी लोग किधर है? पूरा मार के गिरे हुए villages. Full drink out. This is going on. Is there a scarcity of food? Is there scarcity of wine? Scarcity of anything? No. There's so much available. Right? That is how people are planning their lives. And what do they become in next life? According to what their desire is. According to what their desire is. Right? Are politicians doing this for their benefit? They're absolutely doing for their own benefit. Right? They'll make them drink for 1 year and they'll loot them for 5 years. 5 years. Right? So this is going on. Everybody is exploiting anybody. And we are choosing to be exploited. Who wants to take birth again and face all these problems? How many of you have gone to a government office begging them to complete some application? And they have made you go around forever. Right? Yes. I'm thinking to start a Bhagavad Gita class outside every government office. Attendance will be full, and because frustrated candidates will stand there. Isn't it? Yes, we need people to be frustrated. See, we read a verse sometime back. What is that? Matras parshastu konteya sitoshnu sukha dukkada agam apayan anatya stamchitiksho bharata. Where Lord Krishna is telling that don't get bewildered by the temporary happiness and distress. Just like summer and winter, don't be distressed. Like that, Lord Krishna is telling. But I was actually thinking, how many of us can actually understand what he's telling? You understood it theoretically. But if you are living in a flat where temperature is always monitored and kept in a balanced way, how will you know the impact of summer and winter? Sita Ushna, how will you feel it? You will not feel it. Spiritual knowledge is very difficult for people to understand who are living in too much luxury. You are not facing any difficulties in life or not seeing the change in nature. You will not understand spirituality that easily. Very difficult. It's not possible, right? Because you're too much conditioned, air conditioned, right? Air is conditioned. Your mind is also conditioned. In so much condition, if you come and hear Bhagavad Gita, there's teachings of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling, very difficult to understand. It's not easy. So you have to change your life. All of you here, you have to change your life. You have to change your choices. Start some austerity. Austerity, tapasya, is needed for understanding Bhagavad Gita. Very much needed. Tapasya. Tapasya means what? First thing that comes to your mind after reading tapasya is what? I don't want to do. Prabhuji, no. Abhi aap bolne wale kuch. See, this is what I don't like in religion. You'll start do's, you start don'ts. No, tapasya is needed. If you go through tapasya, then your heart is ready to receive divine knowledge. Without tapasya, nothing is possible. Love manifests in a mother's heart when she does the tapasya of taking care of children. Until then, love will not come. It is not natural. Don't think that, mother has given birth to children and she'll automatically love them. Nahi hota aise. You have to go through the tapasya of bringing them up. Right? When you go through the tapasya of bringing them up with all the tantrums and the difficulties and sleepless nights and so many difficulties you go through when you bring up a child. As a father, as a mother, you go through, then love will manifest. Then that attachment will manifest. Right? Then you'll actually take care of your child. Then you'll understand why your parents love you. When you love your children, then you'll understand why your parents love you. Right? Are you all following? Tapasya is very important, Prabhujis and Matajis. Without tapasya, this Bhagavad Gita class is morning entertainment. Spiritual entertainment. Right? Prabhuji आएगा, तो 2-3 joke बोलेगा, हंसना है, अच्छा बोलता है. Prabhuji, so after the lecture, Prabhuji, what did you understand? The joke is very good. Okay. What did you learn from it? I'll repeat that joke. That's all it is. It becomes a joke. The whole spiritual life becomes a joke unless you do some tapasya. What is a tapasya? Tapasya means to do something that definitely you don't like to do. Don't choose something that you like to do. Definitely you don't like to do. That is tapasya. But why should I do something that I don't like to do? Because God wants you to do that. Not something that you choose to do. Right? I'm not telling tapasya, okay, everybody Sunday morning come and clean the lawn here. That is not important. Somebody else will do it. But sit down and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Focusing your mind on the holy name, chant. It's the greatest tapasya. Your mind will not like it. It will tell, bahut ho gaya. You chanted one round, keep it down. Right? Or you committed, I will chant, these many number of rounds. For example, there is this chanting mala, and there are 16 beats here, 16 rounds, right? Yeah. So you chant one round. I have to chant 16 rounds because that's my vow to my guru, right? Every day I have to chant 16 rounds. And so you have to start with one round. You pull this one bead up, saying that, okay, one round is done, right? And then you sit down, or 15 rounds to finish, right? Then you finish another round, some relief. 2 is over, 2 by 16, right? Then you finish another 6 rounds, 50% ecstasy. Ecstasy will come. I finished the halfway mark today, right? Then you go to another two rounds. Krishna Krishna, I am reaching the destination, right? Another 3 rounds, only 3 rounds left. Krishna, right? Now holy name is manifesting inside. Then find 15 rounds over. Last round, ek Niranjan, ek ki baki hai. Right? Last round. Then as this round, even before you finish, this is automatically coming up. Like this. Right? Last mantra is coming. Last mantra, just Hare, last mantra, full devotion will come. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thap. And then give it a nice, respectful burial. Somewhere in the corner of the house. Dikna nahi kal tak mere ko fir. Till tomorrow, don't be visible in front of me. But still you do it. That is tapasya. I'm not saying that's the way to do it. But Krishna says he's still doing it. She's still doing it. Right? Somebody in hospital is sleeping, can barely move his hand, move his mouth. He's still chanting. Krishna is seeing that he's chanting. Right? He's remembering me. Tapasya is called tapasya. Right? Tapasya you have to do. Chanting. Everybody has to chant. I'm telling this to everybody who is coming here. If you don't chant, you can't understand Bhagavad Gita. Don't even think about it. Don't even fathom that, हाँ प्रभु जी मेरे को समझ में आ रहा है आप जो बोल रहे हैं. मेरे को समझ में आ रहा है. अंदर कुछ नहीं जाएगा. इस कान से इस कान निकल जाएगा. कुछ नहीं जाएगा अंदर. Right? इधर से जाएगा, उधर से उठ जाएगा. Right? International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON. ISKCON यहाँ जाएगा, इस कान से निकल जाएगा. खत्म. Finish. है कि नहीं? You will not remember anything unless you do some austerity. Arjuna is going through a great austerity, standing in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He's going to die himself. He has to kill people whom he loves, and he's taking an austerity. He's going to do great austerity for the pleasure of Krishna. He says, I'm not going to do this war. Krishna says, do this war. Because this war is not about your happiness. Spiritual life is not about your happiness. Spiritual life is about Krishna's happiness. Right? So understand that I am there inside you. I am going to travel with you. Why are you worrying? I am going to travel with you. Don't worry. As Paramatma, I am sitting inside you. Mukunda Upanishad. If you read the purport given by Srila Prabhupada, he quotes from Shveteshwara Upanishad, Mukunda Upanishad. Many places he explains what the soul is. And he says there are 2 birds sitting on a branch. There are 2 birds sitting on a branch. One is you, one is Paramatma. And the Paramatma is looking at you. You are not looking at Paramatma. You are looking at Wipro, Infosys, Microsoft. There you are looking. But Paramatma is looking at you like this. right? The day you turn your face towards Paramatma, that is your last body. That's all it is. You're not looking at God. God is looking at you. All the time is looking at you. Bete, just look at me once. Choose me once. Choose me once completely. And then you don't have to take another body. But until you look at him, he is ready to travel with you. Body after body, body after body, body after body. Because he will never leave you. The good news is you cannot do anything so bad that God leaves you. You cannot do anything so bad. Can you do anything so bad that your parents will leave you? इतना कुछ बुरा कर डालो कि your parents will abandon you. कलयुग में हो सकता है थोड़ा कलयुग में हो सकता है, but actually parents never leave you. Right? Parents who have taken care of you with lot of love and affection never leave you. Right? Even in the greatest of the anxiety, sometimes you say things which will hurt your parents. But will parents ever leave you? Who is the one who comes back and sits beside you? You or your parent? Your parent. They'll come and sit and they'll say, even though you told the most horrible thing, your parent will tell, Beta, I understand why you told like that. I understand why you told like that. He's always with you. Right? Yeah, there can be little differences here and there, opinions here and there, but your parents will never leave you. What if you are speaking about parents of this body? What to speak of a parent who has been seeing us and traveling with us in unlimited bodies? Krishna is traveling with us for unlimited bodies. You think he'll leave us? Never ever leave us. He'll never leave us. Even if you say, I don't believe in you, he'll not leave you. He'll be with you as Paramatma, sitting beside you. Say, I am here. You want to fulfill your desires? Go ahead. I'll give you body after body. But I'm just worried about you that you're going through so many pains, body after body. Why don't you come back to me in this body? Right? So Krishna is giving this knowledge of Sankhya Yoga, explaining the difference between body and soul in a very detailed fashion in the second chapter as a first teaching to Arjuna. Why? Because without understanding this fundamental, you cannot understand spirituality. Spirituality starts by understanding that you are the spirit, not the body. There are so many gurus you are around these days who always focus on your body, who will tell you your body is experiencing happiness, right? Your body is feeling something. They'll always talk about experiences. Today, spirituality is reduced to experiences, right? You keep that stone, keep looking at that stone. You will experience something. Obviously, you'll experience. What you'll experience? Mental experience you'll experience, right? Whatever you want to feel, you can feel. Your mind can create so many things, isn't it? So don't look for experiences in spirituality. Look for service in spirituality. Serve Krishna. Experiences will automatically come. Don't try to go for fake experiences. हम उसके चप्पल पे हाथ लगाया, चप्पल मूव कर रहा है, उसके पत्थर को पकड़ा, वो मेरे को वाइब्रेशन दे रहा है. वाइब्रेशन देने के लिए बहुत सारी चीजें. Go and stand on a highway, hold a lorry. Vibration होता है. That's also experience. Right? Spirituality is not about your experiences. I'm experiencing. भाड़ में गया तुम्हारा experience. Keep it aside. Service. Take up services to serve God. And those experiences that you'll experience when you serve are unbelievable. Right? I know some Matajis who are serving Krishna for whole life, right? By making garlands. And there is not a single day they miss to make that garland. One Mataji there, she sends me a picture every 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Her Radha and Krishna, they come in the group. See that? Yeah. So experience, your experience. If you're not experiencing anything, why are you decorating that Vigraha? Why are you decorating? You will experience, provided there is service. Cook for devotees. You are coming here. All of you are coming here. Next week, why don't you cook something for 10 people? Give one spoon. I know there's 60 people here, 70 people here. You can't cook for 70 people. Cook whatever. Give one spoon. You will experience that day. When you are serving what you made with your own hands, you offered it to Krishna and then you serve it to others, you'll experience spiritual life. Spiritual life is not about taking. Spiritual life is about giving. Right? And give. And he will forgive. Right? Keep giving, and He'll forgive all our offenses. But what are we doing right now? Take, and forget. Get, forget. But what we should do? Give, and ask for forgiveness. Right? And then we'll experience Krishna's answers also. So there are a few more verses about soul. We'll go through them a little quicker. Yeah, this one is another beautiful verse. Verse number 23. Please repeat after me. Nainam chandanti shastrani. Nainam dahati pavakah. Na chainam kledayanti apo. Na shoshayati marutah. Please repeat after me. The soul can never be cut to pieces by any weapon, nor burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind. Who cannot be killed here?
Soul.
Who is that soul? You. You cannot be killed. Congratulations. You are never killed. You never died. How many of you believe this? And you will never die. You will never die. There is nothing called death for us. Every single person. Right? There is nothing called death for us. There is one part of the body in which you can actually experience the soul. Which part is the body? You can actually experience the soul. Eyes. Look at the person's eyes. Right? You can experience the existence of soul when you look into somebody's eyes. Because that is the only place where the soul sees and experiences the world, and you can actually see. That's why eyes can never lie. You see that, right? Eyes always tell the truth. Eyes are the purest. You see. Right? But when somebody puts on cooling glasses, वो तो पूरा plastic ही हो गया. There is no soul. You can't feel any soul. Right? You become like a movie actor without any soul. है कि नहीं? So you want to experience somebody is alive, you actually look into the eyes. I have seen eyes from a stage of life to death. Right in front of me, I've seen somebody dying with his change in the eyes. And you can't dare to see the eyes of a dead person. There's no life in it. It's very uncomfortable thing to see eyes of a dead person. Because you'll not feel that there is soul in it. Very subtle to make you understand. You know, even not a human being, even an animal. Like once, there were some rabbits in our farm, and one by one rabbit were dying that day. Taka, because they had a fight with the hen. When the hen fellow went and, pricked on every rabbit, and they got scared and they started dying. In front of my eyes, I was holding the rabbit, I was spraying, then I looked at its eyes. Straight into the eyes, I could clearly see the soul, the existence of soul leaving the body, and the eye becoming lifeless. Right? Once one calf, Kapila, he died on my lap, sleeping, and we were treating it. It was not working. Finally, it was looking at me like this, and its eyeballs went up. It died. Right? You can literally feel the soul leaving the body when you look at the eyes of the person. Right? So don't wear cooling glasses. Anyway, so the point is, you cannot be killed. You cannot be killed. Soul is never dead, right? Neither by the wind, nor by the fire. So when we die, we are put into different. We are cremated in different ways in different religions, right? And there is Sanatan Dharma, where we burn the body if it is married. If you are already married, they burn the body. If you are not married, they bury the body, right? And in Islam, they bury the body towards the direction facing Makkah, right? And in Christianity also, they bury the body. And there are so many different ways. There are some religions where they leave your body to be eaten by vultures, right? There are so many isms are there where you leave the body. Ultimately, the point is what? Is it the soul being buried? No. It's the body being buried and cremated, not the soul. And they all say that, the person has left. Even though there are some, religions which are wrongly being discussing that this is your last life. These are last life because that is their funda to convert people. They'll tell this is your last life. If you don't accept this, you'll go and burn in hell for eternally. They'll tell that. But even they are confused when somebody leaves his body. When somebody leaves his body, even they are confused. Huh? Who left? Because the body is still there, no? Body is still there. Who left? Then they accept the soul has left. That means the soul has a capacity to come in and go out. Right? So what is the guarantee? That which has gone out will not come in again. It will come in again. It will again. Vasamsi jirnani yatha. We just heard. We leave old clothes and we take up new clothes. In the same way, soul also keeps traveling. It never dies. Nothing can destroy it. If we keep an atom bomb, a nuclear bomb, right? Pakistan is desperate for food today. But unfortunately, in the desperateness, they have nuclear bombs. Can you imagine what a dangerous situation we as a country are in? You don't know, right? A hungry, mad person can do anything. And unfortunately, the hungry, mad person has nuclear bombs. I mean, it's really worthy to pray that fix their problem and let them become normal before they launch those bombs, getting frustrated on I don't know who. Right? They can do it. Because I'm dying, I'll make sure that I'll kill 10 people and die. They can do that. Right? But still, if the nuclear bomb falls in my home, Krishe, right now, how many will die here? Nobody. Huh, Prabhuji? Yes, nobody will die because Nainam Chandate Shastrani, Nainam Dahati Pavakaha, Nakledayanti Apo, Nasoshati Maruta. Soul never dies. Your bodies will go. आत्मा कभी नहीं मरता, शरीर जाता है, लेकिन न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन नायम भूत्वा भवितये न भूया अजो नित्य शाश्वतो यम पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. Krishna is telling Arjuna, your soul never dies. Your body is the one that dies. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Please get that faith into all of you. Understand that you are the soul, you are not the body. Fundamental thing. If you don't understand this, if you don't practice this, then you will not see any change in your life. Automatically change will come the moment you start accepting this, that I am the soul, not this body. I am that eternal living entity going from body to body according to my karmas. And I have to better lead a good life and good karma so that I don't get an next body. Simple. This is the theory, this is the theology, philosophy of Sanatan Dharma. And this is proven scientifically also, where rebirth, so many cases are there. So many cases are there in past life memory. You don't have to go and prove it. Krishna gives some proof there and leaves all of us. Right? So next birth is there. There was a birth before this. It is very clear. So lead a responsible life. What happens when you understand this philosophy in Sanatan Dharma? You become very responsible for your life. You lead a very responsible life because your current acts are going to determine your future births. You'll automatically become responsible. If you teach your children that in this body, better behave in a nice way so you don't get another body, you get a better body, he will be very responsible in this body. Will he commit crime? He will not commit. Will he become unloyal or cheating propensity? Will it come? No. Isn't it? Why will you cheat others? When you know that this body anyway is temporary. What am I trying to cheat people and get here? Will they become proud? Can anybody become proud if you start understanding that you are the soul? There is no pride. Right? Somebody is proud saying, I have this degree, I have that post, my vice president, my director, my Palana Dimka. All this, will it make you proud? No. Because this is all temporary. This is a bodily thing. I am the soul. And my most attached, my most dear person is God, Krishna. And I want to go back to him. I want to play with Krishna. I want to sing with Krishna. I want to eat with Krishna. I want to have fun with Krishna. And who can be more funny than Krishna? Nobody can be more funny than Krishna. Right? Everybody in Vrindavan used to get their afternoon lunch. And Yashoda Maya will also pack the lunch for Krishna. And everybody is getting that lunch thinking they'll share with Krishna. Not they want to eat. They want to make sure that they share with Krishna. Right? And Krishna is also getting that lunch to share with others. You've seen that in your school days, right? Little bit. Right? And we also steal others' lunch. How many here have stolen your friend's lunch without telling him? Yeah, no? Yeah. In my school, I was a house captain. Vivekananda house. In Kendriya Vidyalaya, we have this house, that house, that house. So there was a Vivekananda house. So I became a school captain of the Vivekananda house. Played a lot of politics to get that. You know what is the main motivation? Because house captains don't have to attend the assembly. They get the job of monitoring the whole school. So when all the people will go to the assembly, I get a chance of coming into all classrooms. And then what I can do? Open any bag, take out anybody's tiffin box, eat whatever I want, and that fellow will never know. बहुत किया, right? बहुत किया. Everybody, every week they used to get the turn. This week, Vivekananda house, they'll monitor the school when assembly is happening. Already people will look at me. Mera khayega yeah. And everybody did that. They took revenge also. They also ate from my box. Okay? So Krishna also would do that. He will get his own tiffin box. Yashoda Maya will pack. And all the kids of Vrindavan will get their pack. But there is a difference here. You don't want to eat, you want to feed others. That is the difference. That is spiritual world. Same spiritual world and material world. Only one difference. In material world, you want to take. In spiritual world, you want to give. And you get more happiness by giving. All the mothers are cooking for their sons so that their sons will go and give it to Krishna. Right? See the difference in the spiritual world. Are you all following? Have you seen that picture of Krishna sitting in between all the children sitting around him and eating? You seen that? Just see that and meditate. You want to go there. You want to be one of them sitting there. So they all got whatever. And by the way, Krishna is so busy playing with his friends that he forgets his lunch quite often. But because his friends have been meditating to feed Krishna, they don't forget lunch. Are you following? They don't forget lunch because they want to feed Krishna. Not that they want to eat lunch. And Krishna forgets his lunch because he's playing with his friends. And because it's lunchtime and all of them are playing, and sometimes even the friends also forget because they are with Krishna, they're playing so nicely. Everybody forgets about the lunch. And then Maya Devi, which is Subhadra in the Vrindavan, she sends a demon, a Rakshas, so that he will come and create some disturbance. A Rakshas is coming means lunch break is coming. And Krishna will kill that Rakshas. And after killing, suddenly they'll say, hey, lunchtime, na? And then all the friends will tell Krishna, let's have lunch now. They'll not tell Krishna, you are hungry. They'll tell Krishna, we are very hungry. We want to have lunch now. Because if they tell Krishna, you are very hungry, he'll say, I'm not hungry, let's play. They want to feed Krishna. That's the reason they say, I am hungry. And Krishna will never play more when he hears from his devotees that they are hungry, his friends. There is no devotees in spiritual world. Everybody are friends. Sakyaras, Dasyaras, Vatsalyaras, Madhuryaras. Right? And Krishna stops. He says, okay, you want to eat? Okay, let us sit down and eat because you want to eat. And then they start eating. Right? And they start eating. And somebody will open his portal and there will be laddu inside. Krishna, ye dekh main kya lekar aaya. You want to have? You say, yeah, I want to have. Then they will give it. And Krishna will have it so nicely. And then he will give whatever Yashoda made for him. There will be some notorious friends also. They don't want to give it directly. They'll bring the most favorite thing of Krishna, like a kheer. Kheer made of surabhi cow. Right? Very, very juicy and soft and sweet and, I don't know. You can all meditate on that. Right? You make that nice kheer. And then Krishna ke samne, Krishna, see, here is a kheer. And He'll pour it inside. Entire kheer. Krishna, hey, my kheer. You showed me that kheer. You're supposed to. Then tell like that. What Krishna will do? He'll take his both hand and he'll open his mouth. From his mouth, the kheer will go into Krishna's mouth by hitting the cheeks. Chota, everything chota is going from his mouth into Krishna's mouth. And there is somebody sitting at the top, Brahma. He's thinking, how can he do this? This is nonsense. Right? On one side, we are doing yajna, and for yajna, we are doing Achaman, Keshavanama, Madhavanama, Narayanama, Govindanama, and you are keeping everything clean with cow dung, cow urine, keeping the yajna, and everybody saying chant mantras properly so that we can do Krishnarpanamastu at the end. Right? You have to do so much yajna with so much purity, so much everything. And still Vishnu decides whether he wants to come or not because the purity is not perfect. Brahmanas have to be the highest class. So much yajnas we are doing to please that Vishnu. And the source of that Vishnu is this. How can he be God? How can this boy who is eating from somebody else's mouth? How can it? How many? Don't try it. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. Right? Small children, you feed them some nice thing and never lift a child after he's fed. Because he'll feed you after that. You pick it. Going he'll do it into your mouth. I don't know how many of you have that experience. I had so many times. Both my sons. I got Mahaprasad. Directly come. You don't eat that, right? How many have tried eating that? So nice my son has given. No, you'll never do that. Then wash your child naloda. You'll curse your child. You keep him there and go and wash your mouth. Krishna is taking from the mouth of his devotees. And Brahma is bewildered. What kind of... He cannot be God. He cannot be God. How can God do this? He cannot be God. Yeah, I don't believe he's God. I don't believe he's God. Right? And then Brahma goes, and what he does? He steals the friends of Krishna. First he steals the calves. So while all of them are having the bhojan, right? The calves are going around. So Krishna herds the calves. So he takes the calves and keeps them at another place. Just to test Krishna. This fellow is God or no? Because I know that he has taken avatar. He has come here on my request. I went to Shveteshwara Dweep. I told, please come in this Kali Yuga, beginning of Kali Yuga and Dwapar, please come and clean this earth. Too many Kshatriyas with no proper understanding are ruling. Please take care of it. I told him, he came. And I know that, but this boy is not God. I have a doubt on this. He does that. He goes and he takes and puts the calves at one place. And then Krishna and everybody are eating and they're like, where are the calves? And the friends are like, okay, Krishna, you keep eating. We'll go and search. Krishna says, no. You wait. You all eat nicely. I will go and search for the calves. So he goes and searches for the calves. He doesn't find the calves. He comes back and he sees his friends are not there. Brahma puts all those friends into an illusion, into some kind of coma. He takes all his friends and keeps all his friends in another place. He makes a big ditch and he puts all the friends in that ditch. So Krishna comes back and he doesn't see his friends. How old is Krishna? 4.5, 5 years old. 4.5, 5 years old boy. Right? And while he went to search for the calves, he was eating. And at that particular time, he was eating curd rice. Somebody brought curd rice, so he is eating curd rice. He is holding curd rice in his right hand and he's searching. And he can't find his calves. He comes back, he can't find his friends. Then he's still holding that curd rice. He's searching. And then in his mind, Krishna feels that I want my friends. He doesn't do any tantra, mantra, mudra, nothing. He just says, I want my friends. And immediately he expands into so many gopas. He just expands. He becomes like all those friends. He expands into so many calves. All the calves that were gone, he expands just into those calves. He expands into cows. He expands into everything. Everything that Brahma has taken, he just expands into them. So Brahma has already taken the calves. Brahma has already taken the calves, the cowherd boys, and then he goes back to Brahmaloka, right? And Krishna expands into all these calves and cowherd boys. Then he goes back to Vrindavan because evening over, no, you have to go back. So just imagine one Krishna into unlimited number of Krishnas in the form of cows and calves and the cowherd boys. They're all going back into Vrindavan. Are you all following? అందరికి అర్థమవుతున్నదా? He goes back. And as soon as he's going back, all the mothers who always wait for Krishna to come. See, it's very natural for a mother to love her child more than other children. No matter how much a mother says, I'm the mother of the world, she's always first mother to her child. You can't replace it. They're very attached to their child. But the beauty of Vrindavan is, everybody is attached to Krishna more than their own child. That is God. You can't, it's inconceivable, right? But today, something different is happening. What is happening? While all the children are going back to Vrindavan, every mother is attracted to her own child as much as Krishna. They don't understand what's going on. They are not looking at Krishna, they are looking at their own child. Rara, Rara. Right? The child might be thinking, why are you loving me so much today? Right? But who is that child? Krishna. Right? And the greatness of Krishna is that he is not only looking like that child, he is exactly behaving like that child. He is exactly thinking like that child. He is exactly wearing the dress like that child. He is exactly remembering everything, his behavior is, everything is like that child. You can't do that. You can't replace somebody. And he is talking like that child. Everything is like that child. Mother is taking the child and they're feeding their 5-year-old, 6-year-old boys with their breast milk. Normally breast milk is stopped after 1.5 years. But here, it is explained the Vrindavan mothers, gopis, their breasts were filled with milk all of a sudden. And they want to feed their children. Inconceivable. It's not possible. They're doing it. And all the children are so happy. And they're being so nicely taken care. Every day they are sending their children. They're loving their child more than ever they loved them. And that day happens to be Balramji's birthday. Balramji, he did not go with Krishna that day when Brahma took those calves away. Right? Balramji never, he didn't go there because that is Balramji's birthday. That is Balram Jayanti, we celebrate. He didn't go that day. And that day Brahma took away all this and Krishna expanded into all the calves and cows and calves and gopas. Balramji didn't. But Balramji is thinking, he's looking in Vrindavan, what's going on here? How come everybody is attracted to their children? What is going on? Even Balramji doesn't know what's going on. And for one full year, till next Balram Jayanti, Krishna is enjoying the association of all gopis. Whenever Yashoda is to feed Krishna, all the gopis used to think, why did Yashoda alone get this chance? Will I get a chance of feeding Krishna? Will I get a chance of bathing Krishna? Will I get a chance of giving Krishna my breast milk? Will I get a chance of marrying Krishna? Some young gopis, they wanted to marry Krishna, right? And in that 1 year, all the gopis were married to gopas. Krishna married everybody. Krishna married the entire Vrindavan. All the gopis, he married. Some people say, gopis, they go out with unmarried girls going out to Krishna. Forget about all that. Marriage is not required. But he actually married everybody. Right? So, Krishna is with everybody. And this 1 year passed by. Nobody could understand what's happening in this Vrindavan, where everybody is so jolly, so happy. But on the next Balram Jayanti, Balramji says, I've celebrated my birthday at home. but I want to go out with Krishna today. So he goes out with Krishna on the same Balram Jayanti. And in the cowherd place, everybody has got their lunch, they are eating, they're sharing. Then Balramji observes something very, very unique, which never actually happens. What is that? He sees that the cow, when it gives birth to a new calf, it doesn't allow the old calf to come close by. It doesn't allow. I don't know how many of you have experience of taking care of cows. I am taking care of them for the last few years. I see a cow is very, very in love with its young calf. The moment it gives the old calf is not allowed to come nearby. Not that it hates it, but it wants to preserve the milk for the new calf. It kicks the old calf, doesn't allow him to come close. But what is happening here? After 1 year, the cows have given birth to the new calf, but they're still feeding their old calf. You understand? Because who is that old calf? Krishna. Krishna is the old calf, right? And now, after 1 year, they already have another calf, but they're feeding the old calf. Balramji is like, what is going on here? And the old calf comes below the hill of Govardhan, and the mother cow is the new calf on the hill. And as soon as the old calf comes close by, the cows are jumping and coming down on 2 legs. On 2 legs like this. They're jumping and coming down. Their udders are pouring the milk on the ground. They're filled with milk. They're coming down to feed their old calf. And Balramji looks at Krishna saying, Kya ho raha hai yahan pe? What did you do? Something you've done. You have definitely done something. Now Balramji is the expansion of Krishna. Look at the greatness of Krishna. Even he can bewilder Balram. Balram is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. From Balram comes Narayans. From Balram comes everything. Everything is Balram. But Balram also got bewildered. And then Balram is like, you have done something. Krishna, what's going on? Then Krishna tells him, Acha, actually what happened is, this is what happened. And by the way, there is a whole Leela of Aghasur, which I didn't tell before this. He kills a big demon called Aghasur, which is where Brahma actually comes to see Krishna. How come a small child can kill Aghasur? And then he sees this small child is exchanging food with small gopas, and he gets bewildered and he does all that. And then, as soon as this happens, Brahma sitting in Brahmaloka gets bewildered. Oh my God, what did I do? How can I test God? How can I test God? And by the way, how much time has passed? Here. But in Brahmaloka, a fraction of a second. So Brahma did this. He turned, oh my God, what did I do? And he turned back. By that time, 1 year passed. Right? Dimension of time. Scientifically proven, even now. When you live into space, as the farther you go, the less older you become. Time and space. Big science. So 1 day of Brahma is equal to what? What is it for us here? 4.3 billion years is 1 day of Brahma in Brahmaloka. So what is this 1 fraction of a second? 1 year. And Brahma knows that. And Brahma, as soon as he turned back, he sees Krishna is playing with his calves and cows and his friends. Brahma comes back to this place. And Brahma is looking at it. How is it possible? I just now took his calves. I just now took his friends. How come then Brahma is who? The 4-headed, you can imagine the amount of intelligence Brahma has with 4 heads. Right? Srishtikarta, the great creator. He goes and he looks at what's going on, and then he goes, no, I stole his calves. Then he goes to the place where he kept the calves. He sees those calves. They're still there. Then he comes back. What are these calves? And they're looking exactly like those calves. He can do math the following. He can do it. It's Brahma. He doesn't require any algorithm to do it. He's the same calf. Same calf. What's going on here? And then his friends, he goes to the ditch where he kept, the ditch is still there in Vrindavan. You visit Vrindavan, you can see where this Leela happened, and the ditch where all the cowherd boys were kept. He goes there, and it's the same boys. They are still sleeping in Yoga Nidra. And then he goes there, same boys. After 1 year, same, nothing has changed. Exactly the same. And then Brahma is totally shocked. Brahma is shocked, by the way. The one who shocks the whole planet. Brahma, the guru of the gurus, the one who lives in Siddhiloka, is shocked looking at what's going on. And then he comes in front of Krishna, and Krishna is just laughing like a small child, 5-year-old boy. And then the calves and the friends are standing beside him, and suddenly he sees Narayans coming out of every calf. From every calf, Narayan is coming out with 4 hands. Right? With 4 hands, Narayan is coming out. Every calf has become a Narayan. Every cowherd boy has become a Narayan. Brahma is looking at unlimited number of Narayans and is looking at the small boy still holding curd rice. He faints. बहुत हो गया. Brahma faints. What is this? It's beyond his conception to handle it. Still holding the same curd rice 1 year back. And he's searching for his calves and friends. Brahma falls at his feet. And he keeps his 4 heads on the ground. I don't know how he did it. Right? Completely Dandavat Pranam. He puts his 4 heads on the ground. And even now, the 4 heads of Brahma are on the ground in Barsana, the birthplace of Radharani. Where Radharani was brought, not the birthplace. Where Radharani was brought up, that place is called Barsana. The hill, 4 hills are 4 heads of Brahma, eternally bowing down saying, Krishna, forgive me. I can't understand your Maya Shakti. I can't handle it. How could you do this? You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are that Supreme Person, from whom all Narayans are coming out, from whom all Vishnus are coming out. This Leela is there in Bhagavatam. Krishna is the source of everything. Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Brahma is bewildered. Are baap re. Kaun hai? Right? Who is this? Yeah. Can somebody say Prashad Mata is leaving? One of you can go. Yeah? We'll just finish. Right? Brahma is bewildered. And Brahma is being given, and then Brahma comes and falls in front of Krishna. Krishna, please look at me. Please forgive me. I've done a very wrong thing. I've taken away your friends. I've taken away your calves. Please forgive me. And Krishna doesn't even look at him. Krishna doesn't even look at him. You know the peak of ignorance? I mean, you want to torture somebody? Don't look at him. Ignore him. If you shout at him, it's okay. If you laugh at him, it's okay. But when you ignore him, the most painful thing. And Krishna ignores Brahma. Who is he ignoring? Brahma is ignoring. Brahma is going, man, you please forgive me. Krishna is like, where are my calves? Where are my cows? Where are my friends? He's holding the curd rice and he's walking. And Brahma puts his 4 heads down saying, Maaf kar tere Baba. No, he doesn't forgive, he just walks. And then Brahma asks for forgiveness. And he says, I want to take birth again in this Bhuloka. And I want to serve you by chanting your names. And because I've done this sinful act, I want to be born as untouchable. That nobody comes near me. Just by coming near me, they'll become contaminated. I want to be born as untouchable, in untouchable family, and I want to chant your names. And that's my only request from you, that grant me that wish, that I come here as untouchable and chant your names throughout my life. And the same Brahma appears 500 years back as Haridas Thakur, Namacharya Haridas Thakur, who appears before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He appears in a Mohammedan family who eats cow meat. That kind of family. He takes birth. But he is not touched by all that. He chants holy names 186 rounds every single day throughout his life. And he serves Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna appearing as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's a huge Leela, beautiful Leela of how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reciprocates with Haridas Thakur. And Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu declares, Haridas, you will be known as Namacharya Haridas Thakur, the one who is the Acharya of giving holy name to others. Right? So this is a huge Leela from Krishna Leela. This is called Brahma Vimohan Leela. Brahma Vimohan Leela. Krishna doesn't forgive Brahma. You know why? Because Brahma took away his friends and calves. But Govardhan Leela you all know, where Indra tries to kill. Brahma didn't try to kill. Brahma just took them away. But Indra wanted to kill the calves and cowherd men. He wanted to kill them. And then Krishna lifts the Govardhan. Everybody comes under the Govardhan. But Krishna forgives Indra. When Indra brings Surabhi cow in front of him, he forgives. Now how is this? Krishna doesn't forgive Brahma, who never tried to kill the calves and cows and gopas and gopis. But Krishna is forgiving Indra, even though he tried to kill the whole Vrindavan. Because from Krishna's point of view is what? By Indra's act of trying to kill everybody, everybody came under the hill and I enjoyed their company for 7 days. So I was with Gopas and Gopis and Radharani, everybody under the hill. But by act of Brahma, he kept my most beloved away from me. So I'll never forgive Brahma. So you can't understand why God forgives, why God loves. You can't understand because his understanding is different. But you'll understand when you become a parent. When you become a parent, even though your child is cursing you, even though you still don't mind your child coming back to home. Right? But if your child is so loving with you, but staying away from you, you can't tolerate that. You can't tolerate that. The parent always wants the child with him. You are following? You can see God, a reflection of God, a tinge of God when you become a parent or when you see your parents. They never want you to be away, even though you curse them. So Brahma is not forgiven, but Indra is forgiven because he brought everybody together. Right? And this Paramatma never leaves us. Never leaves us. Even though you don't like, but if you're coming to him, he will like it. But go to him. Even if you're angry, go to him. Even if you're angry, you like that Diwar movie, Amitabh Bachchan goes finally to the temple. My mother who was praying for you, bada movie dialogue hai wo. Krishna will like it. Mere paas to aaya. At least he's coming near me. Whatever impression he might carry, right? He's coming near me. Krishna wants us to get closer to him. Right? And that is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. That be with me, worship me, offer everything to me. There is a verse in Bhagavad Gita. So just do everything for me, and I will take care of everything. I will take care of everything that you need. Yat karosi, yat ashnasi. What is it? I'll read that verse because it has come. It's been a while. Does anyone remember the verse number? You read? Yad karosi. There is a section here, 790 page. You can, even if you remember one verse, one line, you can go and search for the verse. Yad karosi. Yad. Yat. I think yat it is, not yad. Can anyone browse it? Huh? 9.27. Okay. Thank you, Srinivas Prabhu. So 9 dot. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Prabhu. Yat karosi. Go to page number 428. We'll end with this verse today. Page number 428. 9th chapter, 27th verse. On the Bhagavad Gita here, you can see 9.27, 9.28. On the page top also you can see. Yes. Please repeat after me. Yat karosi yat ashnasi, yat juhosi dadasi yat, yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurusvamad arpanam. Repeat after me. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. Right? That's all. That is the highest bhakti you can do. Whatever talent you have, whatever thing you can do, you think you can do it for Krishna. Do it for Krishna. Right? And that's devotion. You don't have to learn Sanskrit. You don't have to learn some special, tantra, mudra, all that. Yeah, if you want to, you can learn, but that's not devotion. Devotion is how much you remember Krishna. Prabhupada always told, never forget Krishna, always remember Krishna. Right? Never forget Krishna, or in your day, in your night, weekdays, weekend. Don't remember Krishna only on Sunday morning. Remember Krishna every morning. Always remember Krishna. And if you always remember Krishna, you can never go away from Krishna, and Krishna will take care of everything that is needed. Everything will take care. Health issues are simple things for Krishna to take care. He will give you a body that will never get diseases. Right? So the next few verses also, we just did the 23. Right? I'll just read the translation, or we just go through just the translation and verse. Verse number 24, 2.24. Achedyo aham adhayo yam akledyo ashosya evacha nitya sarva gata sthanur achalo ayam sanatana. Please repeat after me. The individual soul is unbreakable and insoluble and can be neither burned or dried. He is everlasting, present everywhere, unchangeable, immovable, and eternally the same. Right? Listen, you can't be changed. You are everywhere. After you die, see, right now you are in this body, so you are limited. It's scientifically proven that one lady, she died in the hospital. She left her body. It is out of body experience, the American lady. She's not a devotee or anything. And the news that she is going to die was passed on to her brother, who is living in Europe. And he was traveling in flight from Europe to America. She already died in America. Even before he came, he was still in the flight. She died. And her soul went to the flight, saw her brother that he is coming to her, came back, and he went to different floors in the building, and then miraculously came back to life. You can go and browse. This thing is there in YouTube interview, she tells that. And the doctors, when they woke her up, saying that you've come back to life, what happened? And she told, I saw my brother. What do you mean you saw your brother? I saw you in a different floor in hospital. You were doing this. Doctor, how can you tell me that? I mean, you were in the operation theater, you died. I left your body there and I went down. How can you tell me things that I was doing down? And she said, I saw. The soul is actually so powerful. We are so powerful. We are right now limited in this body. She could even see her brother in the flight and come back to where she is. Just miraculous. So soul is what is Krishna telling here? Soul is present everywhere. As consciousness, you can travel anywhere. Right? Faster than your mind. 25. Avyakto ayam achintyo ayam avikaryo ayam uchyate tasmad evam viditvainam nanu sochitam arhasi. Repeat after me. It is said that the soul is invisible, inconceivable, and immutable. Knowing this, you should not grieve for the body. Krishe is telling, I mean, you can read the purports later, but essence we already discussed. He's telling, now that you know that how great is the soul, I've told you what is the soul, why are you worried about the body? Go do the war. Right? You're not going to kill anybody. You cannot kill Bhishma, you cannot kill Drona, because their bodies will be gone, their souls will not be gone. So just don't grieve for the body. 26. Atha chainam nityajatam nityam va manushyase mritam nityam va manyashe mritam tathapi mahabaho nainam sochitamarhasi. Repeat after me. If, however, you think that the soul or the symptoms of life will always be born and die forever, still you have no reason to lament. O mighty armed. Now he is giving another logic. He is saying, okay, I am telling you that the soul is eternal, so you can't kill the eternal, right? You're only killing the body, so go and fight. Oh, you're not convinced by this? By anyway, you know that the soul is temporary. Even if you think that the soul is temporary and it will take birth and it died once, still why are you worried then? Even this logic is good enough. Even by this logic, you don't have to think twice to do the war. Because anyway, the body is going to die permanently. You are thinking that there is no soul, only body is there. The body is going to die permanently. There is no existence afterwards. So anyway, it is going to die. So why are you worried to kill it? Right? One way of looking is you can't kill it. One way of looking at it is you can kill it. Both the ways, you should not hesitate to do your duty. Are you all following? Krishna is trying to repeat the logic in different way, just to convince him. 27. All the shlokas are related to soul. I'm just trying to finish off one section here. It'll just take 2 minutes. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrutyur dhruvam janma mrutasya cha tasmad apariharyarthe natvam sochitamarhasi. Repeat after me. One who has taken his birth is sure to die, and after death, one is sure to take birth again. Therefore, in the unavoidable discharge of your duty, you should not lament. Again, he's telling the same thing. Anyway, you are going to die. One who has taken birth will die. One who is dying will take a birth again. Why are you crying? Why are you worried? Right? It is anyway going to happen. Even if you don't kill Bhishma, he will die. Even if you don't kill Drona, he will die. I already killed him. In fact, at one point he says, I already killed all these people. I'm just asking you to do it now. Their death date is already. How many of you know that you're already dead? Because your death day is already there. All your death day is already there. I don't know if you know the time or not, but don't try to know. Our death day is already there. You may not know it right now. So in a way, you're already dead. You're already dead. Sachme mein andar. Because already death day is decided. So what are you worried about? And see the beauty of all these verses. It ends with a single one. You go back to 25. What is the last two words? Nanu sochita marhasi. Don't grieve. 26. Nainam sochita marhasi. Do not lament. 27. Natvam sochita marhasi. Do not lament. Sochita marhasi. Don't lament. Edvakra, pichoda, edvaku. Pagal, matro. Roni ki zarurat nahi hai. Don't lament. Krishna is telling, don't lament. He's telling, you are the soul. Don't lament. See how caring a father is? He's telling his child, don't lament. Please, don't cry. Don't lament for something that is not worthy. Tomorrow morning, if you are laid off, don't lament. Don't lament. Tomorrow morning, you lose everything in your life. Don't lament. Because you've not lost anything. If it was yours, still you only lost now. Why are you crying? If it was not yours, you lost it. Why are you crying? Right? You have a problem. Simple thing. You have a problem. If you can fix it, why are you crying? You have a problem, you can't fix it. Why are you crying? Either ways, you can't do anything. Isn't it? Don't cry. Natvam sochitam arahasi. Right? As a father is telling, don't cry. What a philosophy that we have. Right? 28. Avyaktadini bhutani vyakta madhyani bharata avyaktya nidhanani eva tatra ka paridevana tatra ka paridevana. Repeat after me. All created beings are unmanifested in the beginning. All created beings are unmanifest in their beginning, manifest in their interim state, and unmanifest again when annihilated. So what need is there for lamentation? He's telling, all of your souls, you took the body, right? You got manifested, and after leaving the body, you will again become unmanifested without a body. So why are you crying? Right? You will anyway become unmanifest again. You got a body, you will leave the body. You all will leave the body. Every single person sitting here will leave that body that you are right now holding. Text number 29. Ascharyavat pasyati kaschid enam Ascharyavat vadati tathaiva chanya Ascharyavat chainam anya shrunoti Strupvapi enam veda na chaiva kaschit. Now this is an amazing verse. Please repeat after me. Some look on the soul as amazing. Some describe him as amazing. And some hear of him as amazing. While others, even after hearing about him, cannot understand him at all. Isn't it an amazing verse? Amazing, amazing, amazing. Right? I'm leaving you all with this amazing verse today. Right? So this kind of ends the discussion about soul. Where Krishna explains everything about soul, at the end he says, even though I told so much, even though you had so much prasadam, even though you're attending for the last so many days, even though you heard about soul so many times, even though you know that it's amazing, even though it sounds to be amazing, but the amazing part is you never understood what it is, and that is also amazing. Right? That's what's amazing. It's not possible for us to understand soul because we are totally bodily conscious right now. If you're totally bodily conscious, it's not easy to understand soul. You are in a body, so it's very difficult to understand what you are without a body. It's difficult to understand. So it's better you understand that you are in a body, experiencing what is a body. You are the soul experiencing the body. What outside people are thinking when they think about spirituality? I'm a body experiencing soul. No, you are a soul experiencing body. Right? So don't be worried. The Sarangsha of all this chapter till now, second chapter, the first part of Sankhya Yoga, we just finished the Sankhya Yoga today, is that you will never die. You are all eternal. You are with God. Krishna is always with you. Natvam sochitam arahasi. Rona band karo. Matro. Whatever happens, don't cry. Right? Be happy. Be happy, not like a mad fellow. Even mad fellow is happy. You laugh like that. But you be happy with knowledge that I will never lie. I will never cheat anybody. I will be truthful to everybody. I will always serve God. I will not have bad habits. I will get rid of bad habits. I'll get rid of bad thoughts because I am the soul. And soul is part of Krishna. And Krishna is the purest. So I am also pure. I want to remain pure. Okay? Hare Krishna. Any doubts? I know it's already late. I took more time. Nothing? Nobody wants to know what is in Prasadam? It's okay. So, anybody wants to sing Narsingh Arati? Nobody wants to sing Narsingh? Yeah? Yes, Vamsi Bro. You can come and sing. Oh, yeah. Sing.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. You want the Arti in front of you or you can just sing? You want the lyrics or you can just sing? Very well. Let's repeat enthusiastically after Prabhu.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste
Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahaladayine. Hiranyakashi Shivatantanakalaye. Ito Nasimha Parato Nasimha. Yeto yeto yami tato Nasimha. Bahir Nasimha Hridaye Nasimha. Narasimhamarim Sharanam Prapate. Tava Kalakamalaye Nakam Abrita Shingaram Dalita Hiranyakashipo Tanudrangaram Keshavadota Narahari Rupa Jagadeesha Hare Jagadeesha Hare Jagadeesha Hare Tava Kalakamalaye Nakam Abrita Shingaram Dalita Hiranyakashipo Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya
भक्ति विघ्नाश नरसिंह देव भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की श्रील गुरुदेव की श्रीमद् भगवद गीता ग्रंथ की निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे हरे हरि बोल। Hare Krishna. So we have two children here, our youngest devotees and most regular to the class. One is very serious, one is always laughing. So can you please come here? आप दोनों यहाँ आ सकते हैं? हरि बोल बोले, हरि बोल। देख रहे हैं एक बार हरी बोल दो, हरी बोल। आप भी लीजिए पूरी। माइक में बोलना है, हरी बोल। हरे कृष्णा। अरे नहीं, रहने दे, थोड़े दिन में मेरा माइक छीन लेंगे पक्का। So, Prabhuji, can you repeat the names once again? Rishan? Vian. So, Rishan Prabhu and Vian Prabhu को जोर से 3 हरि बोल बोलिए, बोले? हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल. Let them become very nice devotees and one day give nice lectures on Bhagavad Gita, right? Nicely in many places in the world, and they serve Krishna very nicely and live a very happy, healthy, and prosperous life. Let us chant 3 times Hare Krishna mantra for these 2 beautiful souls. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So first time I saw them, I was wondering how do they get up in the morning and come to the classes, right? It's been 1 year. I don't think they've missed many weekends though. And they're celebrating their birthday with all of us, right? So it's a wonderful thing that we celebrate our important days, anniversaries, birthdays together with devotees, and everybody gets to pray for them and receive prayers, right? So thank you very much for coming. So please receive a calendar from their hands before you go. So I'll give the calendars to them, and if somebody wants to take more calendars, just after everybody gets, please feel free to take, Hare Krishna. So there is a calendar there behind. Somebody can open. Can you bring that calendar roll, Prabhuji? It's a calendar of Radha Madhav, the most beautiful deities on the planet Earth. You should go to Mayapur and see them, right? So there's a little attempt to put them in a picture. So yeah, so you can take the calendar from them. I'll just show one calendar and oh yeah. They are going to distribute their birthday sweets today. So please also take them. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Yes. Can you remove one? Yeah. So this is Radha Madhav calendar, as you can see. It's beautiful. Yeah. You can look at them and chant every day. Right, Radha Madhav, so beautiful. Srimati Radharani is unbelievable in this picture, right? And all the main festival dates are there in the calendar below. All the Ekadashis are also mentioned in the calendar below. You can nicely keep in the place in the house where you always go, right? Always go and always see them. You can even keep in your office if that's okay, and always watch them. Never forget, repeat after me. Never forget Krishna.
Never forget Krishna.
Always remember Krishna.
Always remember Krishna.
And receive them from the birthday boys today. Yeah? Thank you. Hari Bol. Next week I'll discuss a little about Mayapur trip. This week I did not. Hare Krishna. And by the way, one announcement. There is a very nice Prabhuji. His name is Gauranga Darshan Prabhu. How many know him, have seen him anytime? Gauranga Darshan Prabhu. If you've not seen him, this is your opportunity. Very rarely he comes to Hyderabad. He's coming here to give a TED talk. There is a TED talk being organized. Hare Krishna. Jai Jai Jai. आपने माइक पे बात नहीं किया. हरि बोल. So he's coming to Hyderabad. He's giving a TED talk on Saturday morning. So we requested him to please. His flight is there Saturday night. So we requested him, don't take a Saturday night flight. Give us some time. So we are organizing a special seminar by him on Saturday evening, right? So don't miss it. I will send a message in the group. Such great people are very rare to find. He's a walking Bhagavatam. He's a walking Bhagavad Gita. He can explain things so beautifully. And he'll take milk. Are aapka bhi? Acha, twins hai na? 2 sweets. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Hare Krishna. So please block your Saturday evening also. And of course, block your Sunday morning also. My humble small request is everybody please come and encourage others to come. If they don't come, torture them to come. But make sure that you all come, right? Because we don't want to miss Bhagavad Gita classes. We don't want to miss something important that we can learn, right? And another request is please give your counts a little early because I'm always in anxiety. कितने लोगों का प्रसादम order करना है, ठीक है? So I go ahead and tell, okay, 70, 80 because I never know the number until last minute. But try to put your number in advance so that it's easy. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Please have prasadam. Please take prasadam. And bless both the children and the whole family. Hare Krishna. Mataji, 1 minute. Yeah.